Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today in practice. My name is Rachel Shepherd. This practice is intended to be done in the evening time. It's going to be a very grounding practice. We'll stay close to the floor. We'll release the whole body. We'll stretch. We'll feel good. And I'll end the class in Shavasana. So if you want to do this practice near your bed, if you're getting ready for bed, so you can just climb into bed when Shavasana comes, that would be lovely. If you need like blankets or pillows to support your practice, I invite you to bring them to you here. And we'll get started in a seated position. So let the hands rest in the lap with the palms down. Maybe give your elbows a little bounce to find that you're not needing to hold the shoulders forward and you're not pulling them back too much, but just looking for a sense of softness. You could bring your fingers together intentionally, placing them in a very grounding mudra. And then allow your eyes to soften, maybe closing the eyes all the way or simply gazing down the nose. Take your attention to your breath. And with this more conscious breath, invite yourself to come to this moment in your day. You might give your mind, that voice in your head, a brief moment to just run over whatever happened previously. Maybe take a quick moment to think about the plans for the next day or whatever you have going on later if you need to. And then anchor your thoughts, anchor your mind's awareness to your current breathing. In and out through the nose, noticing the texture, noticing the temperature of the breath, where the body feels as you breathe in, and a sense of softening, of release as you breathe out. Maybe feeling the breath becoming a little more even as you place more awareness to it. Maybe it deepens a little bit. And very gently begin to draw your ears up towards your shoulders, or opposite, your shoulders up towards your ears. And just noticing if you're holding any tension around the neck or shoulder area. You might play with pulling your shoulders forward towards one another in front of the chest. Maybe you draw the shoulders slightly back, just feeling into any tension that might be back there from the day. And then very slowly, maybe counting to 5 as you let the shoulders release. You don't have to push them down or pull them in any certain direction now. Just let the tension release away. Once they find the bottom, maybe a gentle shake of the chest just to help get any last little bits out. And let's try that again. A gentle shrug of the shoulders up to the ears. Gently feeling, acknowledging where there might be tension held. Maybe there's more to one side than the other. And then softly allowing the shoulders to release. And then let's take the right ear and softly pull it over towards the right shoulder. Feel the jaw relax as you part the teeth and the tongue drops from the roof of the mouth. And maybe just play a little bit with rolling your head towards your chest and then maybe rolling it back towards that right shoulder. If you find a really nice sweet spot that feels like a good stretch, invite yourself to be there, breathe there for a few moments. And then softly let the chin roll to the chest. And allow the left ear to make its way over to the left shoulder. Again, taking a moment just to explore what would feel good over here. No need to strain. No need to get into any areas that feel painful. Be sure that you back away from any painful sensations. The neck can be a very sensitive area to stretch. We want to be kind. And then I invite you just to take a few slow head circles, letting your chin come to the chest, making its way back over to the right, nice and slow. You can stick to just a front half of a circle, or if it's comfortable, you're more than welcome to let your head roll across your upper back, but again, only if it's comfortable. Maybe you feel your spine, your chest joining in a little bit of the movement. Breathe. And then slowly allow the head to come back up to center. Take a moment to acknowledge if you feel any difference around your neck or shoulder area. Let's bring the legs out in front of us. You can extend them out long, perhaps give them a little bit of a wiggle, a little shake. And then bringing the hands behind us a couple of inches, bending the knees so that the feet are flat. We can take the feet about mat width distance or just a little bit wider than your hips. And let's take a few little knee sways side to side. So as you let your knees sway side to side, you feel a little twisting through the low back as one hip lifts. Maybe you create a little bit of effort behind the knee sways to help work those knees all the way down to the floor. They might make it, they might not. And then the next time that your knees sway to the right, let them stay there. And we'll explore a gentle somatic movement flow called the lighthouse. So find that your knees are bent about like a 90-90 kind of position, sitting on your right hip, so your left hip might be lifted. Now, you could always use a cushion to sit up on, if that would make this a little more comfortable for your hips or knees. And you can even do this movement cross-legged if that would be better for your body tonight. Let's take the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind us, and we'll just take a little pre-check. So turning to look over the right shoulder, taking our twist to the right. You might feel your left hip lift, and just noticing where in the space behind you you can see. Put a little dot there so that we can check again after we take a little movement in this position. The right hand can settle behind you as a little kickstand. Let's take the left hand and just gently drape it across the right shoulder with the chest facing front, so wherever front facing is for you. Allow yourself to relax into the body. You might feel the tailbone tuck, maybe the chin to the chest, the spine can round a bit here. And then we'll start to lift the chest as we rotate to the right. Your left hip may lift off of the floor. Keep your chin centered with your chest, just keeping the neck nice and soft. You might gently draw the shoulder blades together behind you, maybe create a little effort through the back of your body, like almost mimicking a cow pose, if you will. And then we'll unrotate, so bringing the chest back to facing front. You might find that your left hip drops back down towards the floor, maybe the spine rounds, chin to chest, let go of the effort through the back. 2 more times, we'll roll the right shoulder back as we lift the chest and twist, keeping the neck soft, creating some effort through the back, maybe a gentle arch, and then releasing back to center, a little tuck through the tail, rounding the spine, chin to chest. This time, as we rotate to the right, We'll keep our body in rotation and explore some movement through the spine and through this left shoulder. So rotating to the right, squeeze the shoulder blades gently together, lift your left elbow. You can keep your eyes on your elbow, just letting your head lift just a little bit if that feels good. Again, keeping your chest rotated to the right. Now allow your elbow to come back down towards your belly. And you might slouch a little bit here, maybe even feeling the pelvis tuck under in your rotation. 2 more times, lifting the chest, maybe feeling the spine arch, lifting that left elbow, feeling musculature in the back, maybe a gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades, and then releasing, feeling maybe the pelvis tuck, the elbow drops, we're still in the twist. Once more, we'll lift the elbow, arching the back, and then releasing. Keeping the legs and the bum as they are, but bringing the chest back to center. You might come off of that right hand for a moment, give the wrist a little roll. And then let's just take that post check and see if we can see any farther than originally. Turning over that right shoulder. All right, let's take this over to the opposite side. So feel welcome to kind of give your legs a little bit of a shake. And with the feet about mat width distance apart, we'll let the knees drop now to the left. So once again, 90-90 position through the legs, more or less. Adjusting your hips if you need to be up on a cushion. Bring the left hand behind you as far as is comfortable, right hand to left knee, and we'll rotate over the left shoulder. Kind of put a little dot wherever you can see. And then coming back into the center. Bring the right hand to gently drape over the left shoulder. And then with the left hand behind you as a little kickstand, just some support. Allow your back to round a little bit as your chest is facing forward. And then from here, we'll begin to rotate, keeping our elbow relaxed, that right elbow relaxed. Gently draw the shoulder blades together. Maybe you feel the right hip lift. Maybe give a little squeeze into the glute, only if that feels okay. And then softly unrotate, bringing your chest back to center. Again, just like that, we'll rotate. Feel some effort through the back of the body, maybe a gentle arch. And then unrotate. This time we'll hold the rotation. So we rotate to the left. Gently draw the shoulder blades towards one another here. And we'll lift the right elbow. Only up as high as it feels nice. Maybe squeezing a little bit into tension. And then keeping our chest rotated to the left. We'll let that elbow come down. You might even feel your tailbone tuck under as you round a bit here. 2 more times just like that. You might play with an inhale as you lift the chest and elbow. And maybe the exhale as you release. One more time, teeth parted, eyes soft. And then coming back to the center, coming off of that left wrist, giving it a little release. And then let's just see if this side got any more range. So we can turn to look over the left. And then coming back into the center. All right, extend both legs out in front of you and give them a little bit of a shake. Adjust whatever you need. We'll be coming towards a seated forward fold next. So if you would like to sit up on a blanket or a cushion, sometimes that can help provide deeper release for the hips and low back. Let's draw the left knee in, and we'll place the left foot to the inner right thigh, knowing that you can always add some support under that left knee if you need a little bit there. And then let's bend the right knee to start off here. We'll flex the right foot, reach for the right foot, and if you can't quite grab the foot, maybe try grabbing onto your shin. We'll create a little bit of effort. Feel as though you're drawing your right heel back towards you, almost a shortening sensation in your hamstring there. And then lift the chest, gently draw the shoulder blades together on the back, and then start to release. Allow that right foot to flatten, slide the right foot forward an inch or two, and round the spine. I like to turn my palms up. It helps me release any sense of needing to grasp anything. We'll play with that movement 2 more times. So flexing the right ankle, pulling the right heel energetically to the body, lifting the chest, creating effort through the back. And then releasing that effort, sliding the leg out if that makes sense for your body. You can also keep the knee bent as you round a little bit deeper here. And then once more, we'll flex at the ankle. Feel as though you're shortening the back line of the leg, shorten the back line of your back. And then allow yourself to release. Maybe the right leg slides out straight. Let the chin drop to the chest, soften the neck. No need to grasp with your arms. Maybe you let your palms turn up, resting on the floor or even resting on blocks or your leg. Part the teeth. Let the tongue drop from the roof of the mouth. Soften, maybe close your eyes. And notice an easy, steady breath. Observe any areas that you can relax into. Take in one more full breath, maybe exhaling through the mouth, cleansing breath, letting go a little farther into the body. And then let your arms support you as you bring yourself back upright. And we can extend both legs back out long. Maybe give them a little shake. And bringing the hands behind us a few inches, fingertips turned in whatever direction feels best for your wrists. And just lean back, maybe let your head drop back if that feels good. Maybe lift your chest. And then we'll bring ourselves towards the opposite side. So let's take the right foot to the inner left thigh, creating support wherever we need, however we need for the body. And then we'll bend the left knee to start, reaching for the foot, ankle, or shin, wherever it works best for us. Flexing the ankle, feeling a shortening as we energetically pull the left heel to the body, lift the chest, noticing the effort through the back, and then softening, melting all of that effort away as you point the left foot. Let the legs slide out a little longer and let yourself round. Taking a breath here. And then again, we'll flex the foot, feel effort through the back of the leg, a gentle arch through the back. And then allow all of that effort just to melt away, sliding the leg out, softening through the back of the body. Taking a breath. And then one more time. And this time, maybe as you release, the leg slides all the way straight. Allow the shoulders to soften, maybe the palms face up. Allow the chin to tuck into the chest, let the back of the neck relax. And send your breath into the areas that you need a little more softening. So maybe that's in the low back, or maybe that's around your shoulder blades. Breathing in, inviting a sense of spaciousness, expansion. Breathing out and inviting yourself to release your efforts. Maybe the day's about done. Everything can wait. You have tomorrow. Right now we can let go. Inviting another full breath here, maybe a cleansing breath. And then using your arms to support the body, we'll walk ourselves back up. Nice and slow, head maybe last thing to rise. Extending the legs out long. We can bring the hands behind us. And just kind of lean back, lift the chest a little perhaps. And from here, I'll invite you to come down to your back. If you're getting ready to slide into bed, you'd be welcome to get into bed here. As you come to your back, perhaps draw your knees to your chest. Maybe a gentle circling for your knees, adjusting the shoulders down, adjusting your covers. And then let's cross the right ankle over the left knee for a figure 4 stretch. So right ankle over the left knee. You could keep your left foot down if that feels best for you, or if you'd like, we can lift the left foot up, reaching through that little figure 4 and holding on to the left thigh or shin. And then I invite you to maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Just kind of discover where your body wants to stretch here. Draw the shoulder blades gently down together. Soften the back of the neck. Soften, maybe close the eyes, part the teeth, release your jaw, and observe a steady breath. Allowing ourselves to enjoy the peacefulness, the quietness that's coming with our practice. If the mind is still trying to be busy, if it's still thinking over things, just acknowledge whatever you might be thinking of, if anything. Like, yo, I hear you, I see you, you're there. But then we invite ourselves right now, I'm calming down. I can let go of any tasks. I can just focus on my breathing. Gently switch to the opposite leg, crossing left ankle over right knee. Finding the variation that feels best for you. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. And if that voice in your head is still needing something to say and to talk about, perhaps as you breathe in, you make that voice in your head say, I am breathing in. And as you breathe out, that voice in your head can say, I am breathing out. You can let it speak slowly as you breathe slowly. Feel the body release a little bit farther. Receiving whatever support that you have underneath of you. Gently uncross the legs. And you give your knees another roll around. And then perhaps stretching the arms out to a T position. You could bend the elbows like goalposts if that works better for the space that you're in. And let the knees fall to your left. Maybe a little adjustment of the hips to the right, and you can keep your knees stacked. Or if you like, maybe taking your right leg and crossing it over the left leg for a little eagle leg. You can take a moment to explore which direction you wish for your head to turn, whatever feels most comfortable for your neck. Take it easy. Soften the line across your shoulders, chest, soften the belly. Let's unwind the legs in a very easy sort of manner. Let them drape over to the opposite side. Adjusting hips and shoulders as needed. Feeling welcome to wrap the left thigh over the right or simply let those knees be stacked. Curious if you feel different sensations in your body on this side. Allow your breath to continue to make its way into those areas that need softening. Maybe the lower back, maybe the chest. Let's unwind and bring the body back to center, laying on the back. If you'd like a moment to draw the knees in, please feel free. Maybe taking a little happy baby pose. If you'd like to grab hold of your feet and stretch open the hips. And then I invite us to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, letting the bottoms of the feet come together. The knees can fall wide. This can feel really lovely with a pillow underneath of your knees, if you'd like to arrange a pillow to drape under the knees. And then bringing one hand somewhere around the belly, with the elbow relaxed, down and supported, and maybe one hand someplace around the heart. Feel the back of the neck long, the shoulders soft and supported by the bed or the floor beneath us. Consciously breathing, allowing the belly to expand first, feeling the hand rise, and then the chest. And noticing if you can deflate, exhaling, letting your chest fall first, and then softening through the belly. Inhaling, inviting the belly to rise, and then the chest. Exhaling, feeling the chest fall, and then the belly. Allow your mind's awareness to simply focus on the sensation of this breath. Allowing that voice in your head to say, I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Let go of any efforting. Allow yourself to rest, supported and comfortable. And love and compassion. I invite you to stay here for as long as you need. Maybe drifting off to sleep if you're in a safe place and it's time to do so. If you'll be bringing yourself back up whenever you're ready, do so very gently, exploring little stretches as you go. I wish you peace. I wish you ease. And I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.